ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमः भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमः भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th Canto, Chapter 4, The Atrocities of King Kamsa. Text 21. Tasmat Bhadre Sotanaya Maya Vyapaditan Api Manusocha Yataha Sarva Sokritam Bindate Avasaha तस्माद् भद्रे स्वतनया मया व्यापादितान् अपि मानुषोच यतः सर्वः सकृतान् विन्दते अवसः। Word meaning. Tasmat, therefore, Bhadre, my dear sister, all auspiciousness unto you. Swatanayan, for your own sons. Maya, by me. Vyapaditan, unfortunately killed. Api, although, Manusocha, do not be aggrieved. Yataha, because, Sarvaha, everyone, So Kritam, the fruitive results of one's own deeds. Bindate, suffers or enjoys. Avasaha, under the control of providence. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charana Arvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. My dear sister Devaki, all good fortune unto you. Everyone suffers and enjoys the results of his own work under the control of providence. Therefore, although your sons have unfortunately been killed by me, please do not lament for them. Please repeat. My dear sister Devaki, all good fortune unto you. Everyone suffers and enjoys the results of his own work under the control of providence. Therefore, although your sons have unfortunately been killed by me, please do not lament for them. Purport. As stated in Brahma Samhita 554, यस्तिन्द्र गोपमथवेन्द्र होसकर्म बन्धानुरूप फलभाजनवातनोति कर्माणि निर्दहति किन्तु च भक्तिभाजां गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि. Everyone beginning from the small insect known as Indragopa up to the Indra, the king of the heavenly planets, is obliged to undergo the results of his fruitive activities. We may superficially see that one is suffering or enjoying because of some external causes, but the real cause is one's own fruitive activities. If when someone kills someone else, it is to be understood that the person who was killed met the fruitive results of his own work, and that the man who killed him acted as the agent of material nature. Thus Kamsa begged Devaki's pardon by analyzing the matter deeply. He was not the cause of death of Devaki's sons. Rather, this was their own destiny. Under the circumstances, Devaki should excuse Kamsa and forget his past deeds without lamentation. Kamsa admitted his own fault, but whatever he had done was under the control of providence. Kamsa might have been the immediate cause for the death of Devaki's sons, but the remote cause was their past deeds. This was an actual fact. Om Ajnanatimidandhasya Jnananjana Shailakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurubhe Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Tadati Sopadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanitam Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Visakha Nitangsya Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratisai Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyeva cha Patitanang Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we are hearing the preaching of Kamsa to his own sister Devaki and his brother-in-law Vasudeva. As every day we are hearing this background that this Devaki and Kamsa, they have the relationship as brother and sister. Devaki was sister and Kamsa was the elder brother. Devaki was daughter of Devaka, and Kamsa was son of Ugrasen. Ugrasen and Devaka, they are brothers. So in this way, in one family, it is like a joint family. So their relation, nice relation, Kamsa and Devaki. They have sweet relation as brother and sister. And that's why it was marriage ceremony of Devaki and Vasudeva, and in their marriage procession, Kamsa was driving the chariot himself. Of course, it is in a Hindu tradition that when the sister married, sister was going to his father-in-law's house or his her husband's house, then brother should accompany the sister. So anyhow, but the sweet relationship between Kamsa and Devaki was suddenly changed because of this. Forecasted their Kamsa's future from this. These words he heard from the sky. That, "O Kamsa, you are driving the chariot, but you did not know that the 8th child of this Devaki will be the cause of your death or kill you." So after hearing these words, how Kamsa immediately changed. He just cut, in one hand he cut the hairs of Devaki, and in another hand he took his sword, just about to chop off the head of Devaki from her body. But immediately Vasudeva by his divine intelligence, by somehow or other, he saved Devaki. So then we have heard that was the situation why Kamsa imprisoned Vasudeva and Devaki. But when Kamsa killed first 6 children of Devaki, and 7th was Sankarshan, went to and came to Gokul, born from Mother Rohini's womb. And then 8th child was transferred from Mathura to Gokul as Krishna. And this was the real daughter of Jasoda, just Vasudeva brought him from Gokul. And so they and he gave to Devaki, and the child was in Devaki's lap. But as Kamsa heard from the doorkeepers or the guards that the 8th child was born, so he came immediately to the spot. His hair was scattered, he was completely mad. So Devaki tried her best, praying her own brother very sincerely in a piteous condition, but all her effort was useless. Kamsa did not listen to anything, just caught the legs of that small baby child, daughter of Jasoda, and just like he killed the other 6 children. So now he was trying to kill that child also. But surprisingly, the child was slipped upwards from the hand of Kamsa. Kamsa was surprised how someone could slip from my hand, a baby child. So he was just looking up, surprisingly. Then immediately he saw 8-handed Durga Devi in the sky. And Durga Devi was shouting, "Oh Kamsa, you fool! What will be the use of killing me? The Supreme Personality of Godhead who has been your enemy from the very beginning and who will certainly kill you, has already taken his birth somewhere else. Therefore, do not unnecessarily kill other children. So after hearing, because Kamsa was a devotee of Durga, so after hearing these words, he was completely surprised. He couldn't. He has to believe the words of Durga because. So before he heard, before he heard whatever he heard from the demigods as a woman from the from heaven, or whatever he heard from Narada Muni, he forgot everything. He told all these statements definitely false, because whatever my worshipable deity, the Durga, has spoken, that is true. That's why he was completely now changed. His heart was melted, and he was repenting from his previous karma. But sometimes he also asking Devaki and Vasudeva to excuse him. Whatever he did, that is because of it was unfortunately been killed by me. Please do not lament for them, because they are suffering for their own previous karma. Everyone is suffering for their previous karma. So we may superficially see that one is suffering and enjoying because of some external causes, but the real cause is one's own fruitive activities. So Prabhupada wrote that Kamsa might have been the immediate cause for the death of Devaki's sons, but the remote cause was their past deeds. This was an actual fact, because these 6 sons of Devaki, and they have also their previous life. In previous, originally they are the sons of Marichi. Then they have a sweet relation with Brahma. But in one incident when Brahma was running after his own daughter, Bhakdevi, so being attracted by the beauty of that his own daughter, so these 6 sons of Marichi, they started laughing. They are laughing at Brahma. This old man running after his own daughter, when they are laughing, because Brahma, of course, come to his senses, but he cursed them. You have to go to in a demoniac species. So they fell down from heavenly planet and born as the son of Kalanemi in Hiranyakashipu's family. So Kamsa in his previous life was Kalanemi. And these 6 sons of Marichi, they are the son of Kalanemi, previous birth. Actually, they are all sons of Kamsa. And in this lifetime, Kamsa was practically killing his own sons in previous life. So actually, this is that's why Prabhupada told this was an actual fact. So everyone is suffering or enjoying because of their past deeds, their own karma. So that is Kamsa try to express his thought to Devaki and Vasudeva. But as yesterday class, there is a nice point that the preachers like Hiranyakashipu and Kamsa, they telling the Shastra, no doubt. It was from they are the knower of the Vedic conclusions of Shastra. But in fact, they did not want to follow it in their own life. Right? They have preached this to others. They ask others to follow the principles, but this is not for them. Right? So that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, Apani achari Prabhu jivere sikhaye. Apani achari dharma karimu prachar. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told that one must follow the principles himself in his own life, then he try to preach others. यही तो सिद्धांत वेदे भागवते कहे. This is the conclusion of in Veda and Bhagavata. So this is also the difference between a devotee preacher and a professional and just outside preacher. The preaching is the essence, no doubt, but Hiranyakashipu and Kamsa, they are also preaching. So what is the difference between the preachings of Prahlad? Prahlad Maharaj was also preaching, and Hiranyakashipu also preaching. But a devotee is preaching, devotee is Prahlad like he is a Mahajan, because he is acting himself and he also preaching. He got this knowledge from Parampara, from Narad Muni, and he is preaching it. So Mahajana Janagatasya Pantha. So we have to follow the footprints of the Mahajans. Those who are teaching us with their own example. That's why so many preachers, we see Bhagavatam, there were so many reciters of Bhagavatam, professional reciters, but everyone was trying to preach Bhagavatam all over the world, but no one was successful. It was only, even Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur sent his own disciples. One of his disciples even told from London that Guru Maharaj, you have to give permission for drinking tea and smoking and all these things. And same time they may be, and you also allow this dress. So all this change the dress, and Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur became very angry. He told, I don't want to see your face, come back. But we see how Prabhupada's preaching was effective because of he was following strictly the instruction of his spiritual master, and is preaching these 4 regulative principles. He's telling to follow these 4 regulative principles, and he preach as it is. His spiritual master gave the knowledge. That's why Prabhupada told, preaching is the essence, but purity is the force. If someone, many professional reciters, they know very nicely, very Sanskrit verses, everything. They preach so nicely, but they have no effect on the listeners. Just like Sanatana Goswami told, Avaishtamba Mukhad Girna Puta Hari Kathamritam Sravanam Naiva Kartavyam Sarpa Uchista Jathapaya. Even milk is like nectar, it is nectarian. But if a snake just drink little milk and he left, then the whole milk become poisonous. Similarly, the Bhagavatam or Gita, they are no doubt the words of the Supreme Lord or the Vedic conclusions. They are nectarian, but because it is just tossed a person, a wicked person, who has no intention to follow the instructions, but want to use it for their own purpose, sense gratification. They want to use it for own. Kamsa is also like one such preacher. The professional Mayavadi Bhashya Sunile Hoy Sarvanas. So he knows the Shastra, but he wants only when it needs for himself, use it. Otherwise, he himself in the practical life did not want to follow it. So that's why the preaching did not act. Devaki and Vasudev, they know comes, but in the particular situation, they believe. They have little belief. They know that they have already changed their son with. They also keep everything hiding because of this is Lord's instruction. So anyhow, this is the difference between a professional preacher and a real preacher. And so that's why everyone is suffering or enjoying because of their previous karma. But still in this verse, Prabhupada quoting that the karmani nirdhati kintu cha bhakti bhajam. Kintu cha bhakti bhajam. This law of karma did not act for the devotees. Kintu, the devotees are not subject to this law of karma. They were directly controlled by the Supreme Lord Himself. They completely depend upon the Supreme Lord. Pandavas are suffering, or Devaki, Vasudeva are suffering. This is not for their previous karma. They are simply depending on the supreme will of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And they have firm faith that whatever is happening, that is happening in the will of the Supreme Lord, and this is for our benefit. Tattenukampa susumikhyamana punjana eva krita vipakam. We may have to suffer lot of suffering because of our karmic reaction, but because of the Supreme Lord, He gave us a little punishment or little suffering. This is the devotee, they thinks like this. But Kamsa, he is telling, oh, you are suffering your karma, your own karma. Don't. He want to escape himself. He don't want to take responsibility for himself. He is telling simply, excuse me. It is happened. I am just act as a instrument in hand of material nature. Of course, it is mentioned in Gita, Prakrute kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasah ahankara vimudhatma karta ahamiti manyate. Actually, everything happened by the material natures. But there is also the supreme will of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because in Bhagavad Gita in 18th chapter, in 14th verse is mentioned, there are 5 reasons. Whatever is happening, there is this body, and the owner of the body, the soul, and different senses, and then the activities of different senses, they are trying to achieve something, but the final cause is Daiva evatra panchamam. The concluding reason is Daiva. This is Kamsa is preaching in this way, just to thinking this is only, in this case is applicable, but he himself did not want to apply it in his own life. Because if he has heard this voice, that the eighth child of Devaki kill you, then why? So this is, he did not think that this is because of my own previous karma, but rather he thinking this Devaki is cause of my death, or her eighth child will be death, my cause of my death, and he was trying to kill immediately to. But now his same person, he is preaching Devaki. It is just don't. Just blame me. It is happened because of their previous karma. These 6 children were killed by me. So, this is the principle. But a devotee, he always depend upon Krishna. And even a person is under the shelter of a Vaishnava. If a Vaishnava also can change the life of others, if he will, if someone depend upon him. Just like we see how Prabhupada went to Western world for preaching. So when they after they read Nectar of Devotion, they written that unless someone performs some devotional service in his previous life, in this life he cannot. In this life he cannot start devotional service. So some devotee come to Prabhupada, told that Prabhupada, then we have been here previous life, definitely we have performed some devotional service. Otherwise how we become devotee in this life? Is written in Nectar of Devotion. But Prabhupada immediately rejected their arguments. They told, no, it is because due to by my causeless mercy only by the causeless mercy of a Vaishnava, then one can become a devotee. A Vaishnava can by curse or by blessing can change the life of other living entities. Narada Muni changed this Narakubera and Manigriva. By simply cursing, they sent them to Gokul. Just as Jamalarjuna tree, the trees of this Jamalarjuna. Finally they achieve the supreme abode, the lotus feet of Krishna. So if a Vaishnava, a devotee can also change our destiny. If we depend upon a Vaishnava and take shelter of a Vaishnava, like Srila Prabhupada, because of we are under his shelter, so Prabhupada can change the others' life. We may have so many prarabdhas but if we believe that if you take full shelter, Sadanga Saranagati Hoibe Jahara Tahara Prathana Sune Srinanda Kumar. If you completely surrender to Krishna or completely surrender to his pure representative, pure devotee, and by their blessings, this Karvamadhana, Karmani Nirdahati Kintucha Bhakti Bhaja. Those were performing devotional service under the full shelter and complete shelter of a Vaishnavacharya or by Supreme Lord, he can just overcome the reactions of these karmic reactions. It is not applicable to everyone. But others, those who are not doing devotional, not accepting devotional service, they are subject to this karmic law. Whatever activities you are doing, Krishna told in Bhagavad Gita, there is karma, akarma and vikarma. This karma, that is according to Vedic injunction, we are doing certain activities that is also sanctioned by Vedic rules. But our purpose is sense gratification. That is karma. That is karma. Our purpose is sense gratification. And for that, we are taking shelter of Veda and all Vedic injunctions and following this strictly. So this is karma because it is sanctioned in Vedic literatures. But vikarma, those who are simply, the demoniac people, they simply once gratify their senses but without following Vedic injunctions. By their the whimsically they acting whimsically and want to satisfy their senses. It's vikarma. So this karma is also known as punya karma, pious activities, and vikarma is impious, sinful activities. For sinful, by performing sinful activities, one has to go to hell or hellish planets, and performing the pious activities, go to heaven. But a devotee has nothing to do with heaven or hell. That is another karma that devotees act. A karma. Awe means they did not get the reaction of their activities because they surrendered everything to Krishna. That every activity is according to the supreme will of Krishna. According to Krishna's will, they depend upon it. Nija bala chesta prati bharasa chadiya tumara ichhare achi nirbhara kariya. Because they know that everything is happening by supreme will of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote that Tava ichha mate jivera janama marana samruddhi nipata dukha sukha sanghatana. He told, O Lord, everything happened. A living entities. Jivera janama marana, whether birth and death of a living entity is happening because of your supreme will. Jivan mano samruddhi nipata. Samruddhi is his development or his whatever he is doing in his life, or his if you like you can destroy him. Samruddhi nipata, whether he is falling to the hellish planets, and whatever the happiness and distress we are experiencing in our life, everything is due to your supreme will. So in this way, a devotee completely depend upon Krishna. So if someone is completely depending on Krishna, then he is not subject to these karmic reactions. One can even conquer death if he takes shelter and Vaishnava or Supreme Lord. You can see many examples in Puranas about Markandeya Rishi. It was destined that it is destined that he will live for 7 years. This boon was given by Brahma. What is lifespan? 7 years. That's why Markandeya Rishi and his wife, the parents of Markandeya, they are crying when he reached 7 years. She told, why you are crying? They are taking always embracing the child and crying. Then he told, because this is our final year that we are getting your reception. Then you end of this year you have to die. This is according to your previous karma. It is destined by Brahma himself. He told, we can change it. He left immediately home, and the Saptarishis they advised him to do Vishnu Bhakti, but in his village, nearly and further there found a Shiva temple. Then he was Shiva Lord Shiva is also Vaishnavanang Jata Sambhu. And he insulted, he was doing his bhajan. Even the Jamadutas, they go away seeing that he's in Shiva Mandir and doing chanting Lord's name. So finally Jamaraj himself came, take him, because he has to follow the cycle of karma is there. He has to go. He has to die. Whether he will go to higher planet or lower planet, but he has to die. But it changed. Immediately Lord Shiva come out, because he is seeing this. Jamaraj was embracing the Shiva Linga, but Lord Shiva come out. Told you are dare to, you did not fear, because of you don't know he is in my shelter. He is chanting my Lord's name. Who are you? Lord Shiva becomes so angry, he took it redundant. They practically killed Jamaraj in the spot. So everyone was just doing what to do, all the demigods, everyone there. And so Even the all demigods they pray to Vishnu, then Lord Vishnu appeared in the spot. What to do? Jamaraj will be killed, then how can he? Who will do this judgment of pious activities or impious activities, the sinful activity? Who will give the decision? Lord Vishnu told, okay, don't worry. He asked, Lord, who gave boon for 7 years? Because everyone wants to keep their word. Brahma wants my word must be followed. I told him 7 years is lifespan. So, and Jamaraj, the demigods wants Jamaraj also to be lying. Lord Shiva also has to be pacified. Shiva. So Lord Vishnu came. Krishna told, okay, who gave him 7 years boon? It is Brahma gave boon. So it will be the 7 years in the years of Brahma. Because Brahma told 7 years. And what is the 7 years Brahma? In one day of Brahma, there is 1,000 Yuga cycles in 12 years, in 12 hours in Brahma. 1,000 Yuga cycles, Satya Traya Dwapar is passing away. So, if someone takes shelter of the Supreme Lord or his representative, a pure devotee, then he can cross everything. Lord can change everything. So for the demoniac peoples, like Kamsar, for them they have to follow this karma cycle of birth and but kintu cha bhakti bhajam. Karmani nirdahati kintu cha bhakti bhajam. From the insect, the Indragopa and up to the heavenly, the king of heaven, Indra, they all are follow this karma, this law of karma, but except a pure devotee, or a person who takes shelter of a pure devotee or Krishna, then Krishna can save them, save their life. So that's why those were one time Navajavendra Maharaj was giving class. He told, he saw some astrologer, and then the astrologer told, you are a fortunate soul. You are so fortunate. You are calculating his what is called Jataka. Anyhow, so he come to Prabhupada. He told Prabhupada, this astrologer told I am a very fortunate person. So Prabhupada told, that's why you come to me. Otherwise, how you came to me? By his Brahmanda Brahmite kon Bhagyavan Jeev. It is only a fortunate soul, not everyone. Kon Bhagyavan Jeev. Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Bij. So by getting the shelter of a Vaishnava is not an ordinary thing. If someone get shelter of a Vaishnava, then he is fortunate soul. Bhagyavan Jeev. So those who are in ISKCON and taking shelter in lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada, they are not ordinary living entities. So that's why we must strictly follow Srila Prabhupada. That is, Prabhupada told, preaching is the essence, but purity is the force. Whatever we are speaking, whatever we must act ourselves, free from name, fame and distinctions. Puja, man, pratishtha. Vaishnava, this told it is like a hog stool for a Vaishnava. Vaishnava just act for pleasure of Guru and Krishna. Okay, it is already time. I stop here. Any question or comment? Yes. Mike, Mata.
Hare Krishna, thank you for your class. If during the decision that we take for each, we found some other good influence, should we accept or can it change our destiny? If we said we will do like this and something else arrives, should we keep the line or ask?
So okay, I could not follow. What is she's asking?
My question is, if we have a mission and you are outside, for example, in distribution, you have a mission and time, and something happened for change the program, should we include that or think it will change my destiny and reject?
We are going into book distribution. Due to for some reason we did not, we cannot go for book distribution. So this is because of our own laziness. We cannot for our own act everything we cannot just blame for Krishna. At least book distribution is a devotional activity. So we are if it is the order of our spiritual master, then we have to follow strictly. Only limitation is when a spiritual master gives some other service, then it's okay. Or authority gave some other, but you must engage in devotional service. And we can do all nonsense and tell it is according to my my destiny. The Kamsa is also telling. He killed this all children of then he is thinking this is because of you should not lament and advising Devaki. Don't lament, this is just before it is destined to be happen like this. Even if it is true, but still our mentality should not be like this. Okay. Yes.
Thanks for the nice answer. The way you said Karmadi, there's a ticket to Vivada, we see many times that we are suffering. So should we conclude that because we are not really devotees till now, we are just practicing this, we are still suffering?
We are suffering. Yes. Although we are not completely surrendered. According to our जो जथामंग प्रपद्यन्ते तंग तथैव भजामि हमें. According to a proportion of our surrender, we are getting the result. If someone is completely surrendered, their thing is different. So there is Krishna always protect them. It happened, everything happened because they have no other shelter. Completely depend upon Krishna. Like Srila Prabhupada or Bhaktivinoda Thakur, they completely depend upon Krishna. Whatever happening, then that is Krishna's will. But for us, we are not complete. Those who are fully not surrendered, 100% not surrendered, they are according to the proportion of surrendering, they get the result. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'd like to elaborate a little more on the old question. First, we understand that our destination is Vaikuntha. So Vaikuntha means left his body, pain is there. So it's inescapable that the living entity, while we're here, we're going to suffer. But if we have the consciousness fixed on the lotus feet of Krishna, then that suffering is irrelevant. So Queen Kunti, what did she say when she was speaking? She says, continue to put me into tribulations, because therefore I will be more focused on you.